feel like people should be more encouraged to do the magic they like to do. If it feels good, you should have a good time doing it and making people happy. When the audience sees that you're having fun, they have fun, and that's the whole point.
You're into stage magic, you're into close-up magic, you're into close-up magic's your own little animal. You know, you're into cards, coins, ropes, it could be anything. So the first thing is obviously you kind of have to know what you want to do. You're going to be a card guy, you're going to be a coin guy, or even at the beginning, just what you initially like. What got you started? What made you want to do it?
The fun and art of magic from the magician's perspective, from your perspective, is being able to create a unique, incredible experience for your audience and being able to sit back and watch that experience unfold.
So if you're new to magic, here's what I would do. I would go to a library, check out all the books on magic, look through them, read them, study them, and practice as much as you can from those books. This will be the foundation for your future in magic.
And the effects might not be as strong as some of today's effects, but it's all inspired. I mean, these effects that you're learning now from Theory 11 wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these books.
So people ask me, Lee, I'm getting into magic. What's the most important thing to know? And the most important thing, in my opinion, is to learn 3 great pieces of magic. That's all you need. 3 great pieces. Because the difference between an amateur and a professional is that a professional does 3 great pieces and an amateur does a zillion, but none of them well. Pick 3 and make sure that you do them better than anyone else.
So yeah, as a beginner, I think this happens to a lot of us. You first realize that you can do these magic tricks, so you buy every single thing that you see. You buy every DVD and every little, trick that comes out. I think the best performers are the ones that find the tricks, do them, learn them well, do them over and over again for audiences, for people, before they move on to their next trick. If you keep on learning tricks once a week, twice a week, you're never going to learn them well. And sometimes you pass by, in those first few months of doing magic, you pass by the best tricks that you'll ever learn.
Practice. When you get a new DVD or a new effect, make sure you practice it. Practice in front of a mirror. Also practice in front of a video camera if you can. And if you don't have a video camera, practice in front of a wall. The reason why is that when you practice in front of a mirror, you get used to seeing yourself do it in the reflection. You begin to rely on that. And when you take that reflection away, things are very different.
I think as a beginner learning magic, there is some responsibility that beginners have to take. They can't just go out, learn a trick, do it the next second, because that cheapens the whole thing. I think you have to look at it not just in terms of technique. Obviously you have to learn how to do the trick, but you have to also look at it as what the spectator perceives and how to really create a magical moment for them. It's not just your dexterity, it's everything around it. It's the performance, it's the drama around it.
The best people at anything that requires skill have to practice or train. Everything. There's not some, violinist out there that just naturally picked up a violin and started to play it, and they just, and they could play it immediately. There are people that are more naturally gifted than other people. Maybe you'll be lucky and you'll be that. If not, just practice. I mean, practice, practice.
You want to know how to be a better magician? It's simple. Practice. And after you're done practicing, it's time to go perform. But here's the key. When you're performing, make sure to listen to your audience. If they're talking great about your magic or they're not talking great, these are very important things. And when all's said and done, you go back home and interpret what you've heard, and then practice even more.
As soon as possible, you want to get it out there, and you want to take your licks in front of the people that you know, whether it's your friends or your family or even random people in the street, because once you start doing that, that's how you learn to be a magician.
One of the benefits Dave and I had when first getting started in magic was we had each other to practice on, really. And I think if I were to offer you guys something, would be really to
Find a friend, find a buddy that's into magic, and use them as a resource, and vice versa. It's a great tool to have a friend where you can show tricks to and practice on.
When you perform, it's important for you to be yourself. I've literally been sitting in a room with magicians before, and I've sat down and I've had a normal conversation with someone where we're talking just like we're talking here. And they say, well, let me show you something. I say, okay. And when they start to perform, they morph into this strange character.
Even in a casual situation, they turn into, they go from, oh yeah, I'll do a trick, and they're this kind of calm guy to, okay, now, what I'd like you to do is stand right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want you to select a card, playing card from my deck of 52, the talent of 52. Please select the card, thank you very much. Now, place the card back in the, they become this like weird person that I think they think a magician is supposed to be.
And me as a spectator watching them, it throws me off. And just when you perform, be yourself.
Those are things before they even get to the tricks that are problems.
Right now, magicians, they learn their trick, they do it in front of the mirror, and then they go out and do it for people just as if they were doing it in front of the mirror.
The biggest thing that I think is wrong with magic is that people aren't themselves. That's it. It's plain and simple. Everyone wants to be someone else. Why don't you want to be yourself? If you are yourself in magic, I guarantee you'll be a fantastic magician. Everybody likes you.
One of the biggest problems I think people have when they're starting out is nervousness. People shake. You get sweaty, you forget your name, you forget the name of the people you're trying to do magic for. It's a terrible thing. The best thing I can tell you about that is everyone has it, or has had it at some point or another. The only way to get rid of it is to go out there and keep swinging. And eventually, over time, it'll go away. And one day you'll be laughing about the fact that you were nervous at all.
Don't necessarily listen to what your magician friends say, because they're not always going to be right. You should do what you want to do. If you want to be a card magician, or if you want to do a certain card trick, or you want to do a certain coin trick, or you want to do a trick with a bottle and a coin, do that trick. Play with it. Work on it. It's about you. It's about your personality. It's not about what your friends think or what your appearance is to your magic buddies.
It's interesting because magic for a beginner, for someone just starting out, can be inherently disappointing. When you start to learn the secrets to things that you thought were impossible, it can feel like a bit of a letdown. So I think my advice to someone just starting out in magic would be to remember and recognize that your experience as a performer, as the magician, is going to be vastly different from the experience of your audience, the people who you are performing to. You know the secret, you know the trick, you're in on it, but your audience's experience is real magic.
Magicians a lot of time practice and come up with magic just to do for other magicians, and I don't think that that's always the best way to go. I think really to get the most satisfaction and the most, to learn the most from magic is to do it for real people, to really sort of see how reactions and how magic can leave such a lasting impression with a person. I think that's really where you get the true reward of the practice that you put into it.
Have some pride. Go all the way with it. Go as far with it as you can. Have pride in your trick, have pride in yourself, have pride in your presentation, have pride in everything. If you go way farther with your magic, you go way farther in life with anything. Whether it's, the way you treat your family, the way you treat your life, the way you treat your card tricks. It's the same thing. Just do the best that you can do. You can't do anything more than that.
It's not about how many tricks that you can learn. Not about that at all. It's how to be a better performer. That is the basis of Theory 11. We're not building tricks, we're building performers. So if you want to be a performer, if you want to be the magician you've always wanted to be, welcome, you're home.